Hey, everybody from Texas. Screen is the audience here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I share it with you. Yeah. Anyway, got. Hey, guys. Steve again. Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you for your great response to my last video. Nobody paid attention. So, anyway, I just keep putting them out there because I am a U.S. veteran and I got the right to bitch. Anyway, the title of this may piss some people off. So, let me explain my meaning on that. We have President Biden and also former President Trump, who's running for uh, the presidency of the United States of America. My question is this the best we can do? Let me explain my point here. Biden, for all intents and purposes has screwed the pooch, and we are actually paying for it now. Um, he screwed the pooch with Texas. All these other states that were sanctuary states or cities, they never believed that we would ship illegal aliens to their region and take them up on their offer. So that's one point. But here's my major point: is that during a speech, during a public gathering, whenever he's on the mic or whatever, he will lose his place and say, well, you know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean. No, I don't. Is it too much for me to understand a president? Can you please speak English in a way that you're explaining yourself or actually having an answer? Not, you know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean. His policies and his procedures and everything that he's done has actually weakened America to the point to where we are getting our ass handed to us in foreign affairs and dealing with threats. And we all know after 9/11, we should have learned a lesson. One of the things we learned after 9/11 is after all the dust settled and we will not forget. We will not forget to let our guard down again. We will not forget people who sacrificed to teach us this lesson and their families to not let this happen again. I would like to take a poll of the individuals who lost loved ones or lost someone in the 9/11 attacks and ask them a, uh, ask them a simple question would be like, you know what, is it plausible that us being prepared now is something that you would have loved for your loved for the person that you lost to carry back their memory, would never let it happen again. And that's what the statement meant, but here we are, we're letting it happen again. And we're welcoming individuals into our country who we don't even know who they are, or we don't know. It should be in your brain housing group. You know, that's a good idea. So under Biden, here's what we have, and I can look at it this way. This we've got another Benghazi type situation happening here. We failed our troops in Benghazi. We did not. Repeated warnings went out of Benghazi about the security, and we failed to act. We knew something was going to happen. We just didn't know how bad, and we turned a blind eye to it. And this is exactly what's going on now. We're turning a blind eye. I will never in my life forget, and I will not let my kids and my grandkids forget the immortal words that Hillary Clinton, under uh, under uh, interrogation by the commission, stated, "What difference does it make?" That right there summed up what our government thinks of us. Some people got killed. What difference does it make? Well, to the friends and families and the people that you ask to go over and fight for their country, every life mattered. I will never forget those words. So we know that Biden's not the answer. We cannot go through another 4 years of Biden. I don't think he's going to live that long, to be honest with you. I don't think that he's cognizant enough. I cannot believe the staff that he has around him who would allow him to go up in front of a microphone so unprepared. That speaks to the level of intelligence we have in our White House today and in politics. Our alternative is President Trump. Now, President Trump has a good heart. I believe he means well. But here's my question. He's going to do make America great again, all these things, redo America, whatever his slogan is now. Can you please tell me how you're going to do it? Every speech that I have seen for him running for president this time is degrading people, going after people, and non-productive. It's like, this is happening. These people are bad. We know they're bad. Continue on with your message. Don't sweat the small shit. Continue on your message. How are we going to do this? What do you need from us to help you get back on track? And please do not give us the details of how you're going to do it, because that affects everybody. So please tell us how you're doing it. I also have an issue with the fact is that with all of these attacks by Democrats and all these people on President Trump, they've got him in legal battles up to the yin yang. And the fact is that I don't know if I want a president that is distracted by all these things. If you're president of the United States, you got to be locked on 24 hours, 7 days a week. And you've got to have no distractions. You have to have it to the point to where you're concentrating fully and your people are concentrating fully on running America. That's it. Now, was this a predetermined method used by the Democrats? Seems so. Because they'll do anything to keep Trump out of the White House. And we've seen this transpire right in front of our eyes. January 6th, was it insurrection? I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Because the fact is that, you know what? People showed up. People were mad enough to show up and voice their opinions. Took it too far, maybe, but that's how pissed off America is right now. America is pissed off because the fact is they can't get any answers to the questions that are actually presented to them on a daily basis. Me and my wife just had a conversation 2 days ago, and we are planting a garden this year. We have our own chickens, and I'm not talking about being prepper. I'm talking about saving money now. Me and my wife get 15 eggs a day. We don't consume 15 eggs a day. But what we do is we save these eggs, because the fact is that you go down the price, and I know I'm bitching about eggs, but anyway, that's just an example. Boom. Pretty soon these rises in prices and inflation, you know what? They start to add up to real money. We have mothers and fathers working 2 jobs that can barely make it. And the fact is that we're going to let illegal aliens in to disrupt our economy. You have people in the United States that can't leave this country. They cannot get a passport. They cannot get a visa. Here are the individuals that can't. Felons, you're on a blacklist. You're on a watch list. All these things that you're on a watch list for, all these things can deny you a passport. If you're behind on child support, if you owe the government taxes, all these things can deny you from leaving this country, so you're stuck. You can't pursue a better life. You can't pursue freedom. You can't pursue anything. Because the fact is that the government has deemed you unable to travel. And if you are on a blacklist or on a watch list or whatever, behind on your child support or behind on your taxes or whatever the hell the reason are you keeping them here, guess what? That's communism. That's socialism. East Germany built a wall to keep people from escaping. They would shoot people who was escaping. You couldn't get a passport. You couldn't get a visa. You couldn't get visitation papers. You couldn't get anything. Keeping people in against their will is not an answer. Even if you negotiate with the government on your back taxes, or if you negotiate with the government and you come up with a payment plan, okay, you got me, whatever. Let me put up a payment plan to where I'm paying you back. It's accepted by the courts. It's accepted by, and you accept those figures. Then you should be able to issue a passport and a visa to an individual so they can go out, maybe get a better job overseas, maybe, but you still have this lingering option. Everything that you earn in the United States goes to your dad. Mark my words, it's going to come a time very soon that these individuals who are behind on their student loans will not be able to travel, will not be able to get a required visa. They will be locked into the United States because the fact is that they owe the government money, or they're said to owe government money, or the promise of Joe Biden to relieve student debt was not fulfilled. I guess the word is. So, with that being the tangent of everything that I'm looking at, can we do better? Shouldn't we try and strive to do better than who we put into public office? Shouldn't we strive to be not apathetic and not so gullible and don't take things for granted? Like with Biden. So we're taking it for granted what he's saying. Actually, that can be, whatever he says can actually be misconstrued, because now it's not taken out of context. It's just nobody can understand it. My concern is very deeply. I don't know how far the Democrats will take this, and I don't know how far the opposition to the Trump party will be. But you have to start thinking about, are they going to be Clintonized? Epsteinized? That I'm sure has crossed everyone's mind at some point or another, because it stacks up the same thing with the JFK assassination. They didn't like him in Texas. A lot of people didn't like him for his stance on Vietnam. A lot of people didn't like him. He got taken out. Anybody that's seen the Zapruder film can actually attest that there was more than one shooter. And I don't care who, what study or whatever evidence you have. I have my own eyes, and I have heard the witnesses on the ground. And yes, is it going to be another moment like that we're going to experience? Texas today has doubled down, and we're actually, I have it up on my board. I went to, on the 30th, which was yesterday, I went to a meeting on secession. People are actually finding out ways and actually supporting secession, because the fact is we're tired of the United States government infringing on our rights. We are tired of having politicians dictate to us their opinions that are fully made up by big pharma, oil companies, all of these lobbyists that make millions, billions of dollars off of medications. The price of oil goes up and down according to their whim. We are tired of big corporations being in our government. We are tired of making decisions based on money and how much money you'll get into your coffers, or how much money you're making $175,000 as a senator. You come out and you're a multimillionaire. How does that happen? There are monumental answers to come to term limits. We have the Freedom of Information Act, and no one will disclose information. You actually have to go to get an act of Congress to release information. In Texas, here, we have a attorney general who will deny and issue an opinion on videos, documentation, information about deaths in county jails or while in custody of police officers, and they will not release the information based off his opinion. Because the fact is, you know what? They know the truth will come to light. In Texas, we have a population of about 80,000 or whatever. We have currently right now 983 felony cases, including child abuse, sexual exploitation, trafficking, sex trafficking, pedophiles, all these sex crimes or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they've been waiting in jail for 5 years to get a trial. I don't really care about the inmates. My concern is this. What about the victims? What about the victims and their families? In these instances, justice should be handed out swiftly to actually help mend the people and the loved ones of these individuals, of all these instances. People should actually be aware and say, you know what? They need closure. They need this. They need that, or whatever. But the fact of the matter is that we have them sitting in jail. And no court date set. Our Attorney General, Ken Paxton, he agrees with this. A Freedom of Information request in Texas will go through this. It will go through your county attorney, it'll go through your district attorney, and then they will immediately send it for an opinion from the Attorney General's office. The Attorney General will come back and support the county attorney and the district attorney and not release the information, which has caused known deaths in Texas jails. And also the delay and the non-release of videos that will actually show these inmates are being murdered inside their own jail, and nobody cares. Nobody will open up the information. This happens across Texas. I'm just the individuals that I talk to from Texas, this kind of issue is actually happening because the fact is the Attorney General is not doing his job in releasing information to the public, which is public information. And I don't care what you say, a death in a county jail all details should be disclosed. So, here's a quote. Sheriff Selman, our sheriff, says, "Well, I don't want to release this video because it may trigger investigations by the public and by government officials." He said that and got away with it. I don't know about you, but if somebody dies in the jail, I want to know what the hell's going on. I want to know what the hell happened. In this case I'm talking about, the coroner stated his cause of death was accident. Who was responsible for the accident? How did the accident happen? This is just another reason why open government is not open to the public. They pick and choose what they want to release. And that is a crime in Texas, and I'm sure that it's happening across the United States as well. But to get back to the main topic here, I think we can do better than Biden and Trump for president. And if we can't look at other candidates, or we can't be, other candidates are not able or are not willing or have the financial means or whatever to actually put up a race and challenge these people, then that is socialism. Per definition, right now, we are a democratic socialism. I don't know what the hell that means, but it means we practice some form of socialism in our government today. And we all know socialist governments, how they actually end up destroying their nation. Look at Venezuela. Look at all these countries that are socialist. Look at Cuba. All these that decide to go, they're socialists. They ruin their nation. And this is exactly what's happening here. Texas news from the border is currently still going back and forth between the courts. It has been rumored from those that are down there now that there are negotiations going on behind the scenes. There has been, Biden has come out with a bill that would, it doesn't do anything to curb immigration or illegal immigration. It doesn't do anything like that. They are just negotiating how many people they can let in and how many they can't. Our representative Trent Ashby voted for that. And what that does is it actually hires more border patrol agents, border patrol agents who can cut the concertina wire that we're setting up and stopping illegal immigration. Yesterday there was zero people. Now that figure may have come up, whatever, but anyway, we're deterring the hell out of them because the fact is a concertina wire or thing like that, whatever, is that we're defending a nation of individuals who are coming over here illegally. Every country does so. Why is it such a big deal for us? This is a Benghazi moment. And we're going to look back onto whatever tragedy happens yesterday. 3 American soldiers were killed by terrorist attacks aimed at U.S. bases, U.S. individuals who are actually on a base, on a fob, somewhere in the Middle East, and none of them can feel safe at night. Really? Is this the America that we actually want to be in? I'm sorry, but I take the old adage that a Roman citizen could walk across Roman territory, not be bothered by anybody hurting him, not be bothered by anybody bothering him, anything. If he was, then the full weight of the Roman Empire would come down, not just on that individual. They would come in and kill the whole village. They would come in and take over the whole entire village just to prove a point that you don't mess with a Roman citizen. Don't you think it's about time we made a statement like that? I think so. So this is a little rambling rant or whatever, but I went fishing today and I was out there thinking I'd get around, listen to the wind. These are things that are just on my mind that I'm thinking about. And I don't see any upside to where we're going. Thank you guys. Please share if you have a mind to, or just post it so I can get a few people maybe feel like me, or I actually don't feel like me, but I would like to have a conversation. You guys be good. Keep your powder dry. I'm out.